House Democrats, life is going to get harder and more expensive for everyday Americans. Yeah, I know. It's no thanks to the Biden administration in part. And I get it. There's things that Republicans have done too. But it's just hilarious how they take absolutely no blame for anything at all. Absolutely no blame at all. The fact that they locked down their cities for well over a year didn't have any effect on the economy. No, it helped the economy. It was good for the economy. Joe Biden was great for the economy. The $8 trillion of debt was great. The $1 trillion that we spent on renewable energy that we got absolutely nothing back from. We got no relief on our electric bills in any way, shape, or form. It's all just wonderful. Just so nice. So the Trump and Republicans' big ugly law cuts food assistance while also raising the cost of health care and utility bills. Now, dude, the damage was already done. It's all fraud, waste, and abuse. They're cutting all that shit out. So it's going to obviously show that there's less money going to be going out because they're doing some policy changes, especially when it comes to food assistance. People who don't have children under 14 years old and you are able-bodied, which means if you're not on a documented disability, you got to go to work. You have to work a minimum of 20 hours a week if you want to keep getting food assistance and you don't have any children under 14 years old. This is the way it should have always been. In fact, once your kids are in first grade, there's no reason you shouldn't be working 20 hours a week anyway because they're in elementary school for 6-7 hours out of the day. So I would even push back against the 14 age group. All right, so should we read any of these? I don't even know if I should read any of these or not. God forbid food stamp recipients can't get sugar-loaded soda, candy, fatty junk food so you can kill the Americans who need real food assistance. Yeah, that's your plan. Depopulation, I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, that's right. I responded to this one. In the Democrat elitist agenda, all roads lead to depopulation. They do. They do. That's the only reason for any Democrat to want Americans to continue to eat unhealthy, unnatural food, take harmful vaccines, and etc. Uh-huh. Democrats, the test results are back, and Donald Trump is your daddy. Good one. Crying Democrats should pace themselves. I haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. And then there's that one again. Like it seems like every episode I see that at least once, which was shared by, ironically, the Democrats. Trump's America with Biden right dead in the center of it with everything skyrocketing. It's absolutely hilarious. They actually published that or posted it, which they did. They took it down. They took it down like an hour after they posted it, but once it's on the internet, it's on there forever. Give it up. No one believes your nonsense. And then Doge AI chimes in, as it always does. Bloated bureaucracy, not essential aid. 20% fraud rate proves reform is overdue. There's $150 billion wasted annually on ineligible recipients and administrative load. That's what Democrats really want. They want the fraud. They want people who are not entitled to this stuff to be getting it anyway because they know the overwhelming majority of these people who have no business getting government benefits, they're voting Democrat. They're absolutely voting Democrat. And if they lose their benefits, maybe if they start going to work and they start listening to other people around them, because if you're at home all day, you're not listening to anybody but yourself. You're just, or social media, you're in your tiny little bubble, your little echo chamber. But God forbid, if you have to go out and get a job and you have to work with everyday regular ass people, well, that might start waking up more Democrat voters. They might actually hearing that this world isn't quite the world that they thought it was. And that's probably why they want them to continue getting these benefits fraudulently. All right, but life is getting harder in Illinois because you Dimsheviks are taxing us into oblivion. Trump 20 and 28. This is bullshit. All right. I got to see it. This is bullshit. Way to go, Snow White, the OG. Once again, not true. Maybe read it and pay attention. Yeah, just read it yourself. Like that's another problem Democrats have. Do they actually understand what they're actually writing? Like, do they ever read it out loud to themselves? Of course not. All right. But yeah, there's tons of comments down here. So if you feel so inclined to do so, if you have an X account, which you can go over and follow me on X, by the way. Matter of fact, I will repost this right now. So if you are on there, you don't have to go digging for the House Democrats profile. You can just go straight there and read some of those comments. There's 153 of them down there if you want to check them out.